Rachel. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a little get ready with me / Q&A. My mom and I are having a very chill day today. It is supposed to be like 95 degrees. And so we decided we're just gonna get some lunch. We're gonna come back, watch a movie. And so we're just having a chill day is my point. And so I thought I would start it off by doing a little Q&A for you guys because I have not done a Q&A in a minute. And I like to do them every once in a while to kind of just like, you know, so you guys get to know me and all that jazz. And I love when people do Q&A. So I thought while I'm getting ready today, why not do one? You guys had a lot of good questions. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. I'm also thinking that my mom and I are gonna watch High School Musical, probably the second one, because yesterday was the first day of summer. And I love High School Musical, okay? Like, I am such a big fan of High School Musical. I'm not even kidding you. I think probably this month it's going to end up on my June replay. I'm gonna be honest, I really do, because I've been listening to High School Musical, like, non-stop. I always keep circling back to it. But anyways, it's on my summer playlist. It's definitely, I feel like, gonna make the cut. It's kind of just funny, but I adore High School Musical. Like, do I know every single word to every single song? Yes. Do I remember the choreography? Absolutely I do. And last Saturday night, was I in my floor doing the Fabulous choreography? Yes, I was. Like, imagine hating me and I'm just in my floor doing the choreography for Fabulous from High School Musical 2. Okay, we're gonna start off with your questions. What is your favorite merch item? I love when Taylor releases like unique things, such as, I know a lot of people have not liked her summer collections in the past, but I loved when she released like, paddleball. Like, I think that was so much fun. Her summer collections tend to be so different, and that's why I think I was so drawn to this one particularly this year, is because it was like nothing we had gotten before. So I think that that's kind of like what drew me. I love like little trinkets. I love my Tortured Poets Department pen that just sits there. Because I love little things that look good on display on my bookshelf that I can stare at while, you know, I'm watching TV or I'm in my living room editing, stuff like that. But I do, of course, you guys know I love my crew necks. So I would say those are probably my favorites. I always, oh my God, and the baseball hats. But you guys know, usually, like, when a merch drop happens, I gravitate towards the crew necks, and I also gravitate towards, like, the little fun trinkets that kind of, like, show, you know, the era that we're in, or, you know, it's just, it comes with the era, if that makes sense. But I love the little trinkets, and I also adore my crew necks. Okay. What was your favorite tour before the Eras tour? I would probably say Reputation, because everything about that tour was just absolutely perfect. And then I say that, and every single tour of Taylor's means the absolute world to me, and I do mean that wholeheartedly. But I will always have a very special place in my heart for the Reputation Stadium tour, because it was for the fans that just stuck around. When the world did not like Taylor, we were there. When it was unpopular to like Taylor, we were there. And we were celebrating her and going to the stadiums and traveling the country, and I got to be with my friends and see Taylor. It was just the best. But of course, the 1989 World Tour also will always have a special place in my heart because of this. Simply, no notes. My biggest dream came true. And then Speak Now is important to me because that's the first time I ever got to see Taylor live. I saw her at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. That was my very first Taylor Swift concert. Why did I just say her government name? Like, that's Taylor to me. I don't know, it's so weird to hear people say like Taylor Swift. But maybe that's just me. Okay. But then the Red Tour, like, and then Fearless, even though I didn't go to Fearless, it was so special to me because I remember sitting at home and just watching Journey to Fearless and being so like fixated on, you know, the choreography and how it came together and the performances and everything like that. I was just so fascinated by Taylor's step of creativity escalating from, you know, making these songs come alive. And so I love every single one of Taylor's tours so freaking much. I'm just yapping and putting on my bronzer at the same time. I'm kind of scared it might come out icky looking because usually I do like the fish face, but I can't stop yapping. So if it looks bad, it's fine. Okay. Next, somebody wants to know, what's your favorite TV show? Big Bang Theory and Friends is always going to be my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite comfort TV show. I also need to watch, like, I think it's the 3rd season of Emily in Paris that I need to watch. I have Netflix and it's just chilling there, but I always just like, by the time I'm ready to like wind down in the evening, I just want to watch Friends because I know it, and if I fall asleep, I fall asleep, or if I'm not paying full attention, then, you know, I've seen it before and, you know, it's fine. But Emily in Paris is definitely on my watch list. I loved the first 2 seasons of it, and it was so funny because I was absolutely itching for a new season, and then when it came out, I kind of just started gravitating towards my comfort TV shows, and I think that's just like a thing with me. But definitely I want to watch Emily in Paris, but yeah, I am just very, very stuck on my comfort shows, and I think that's absolutely fine. Somebody asked me, do you have a separate bank account for Taylor? No, but I do put money away specifically for Taylor, if that makes sense. I don't have like a specific account for her, but I'm very mindful with my savings with her in mind. But no, I don't have like a specific account for Taylor savings. I just am mindful and always thinking about her when I shove, you know, even if it's a couple extra dollars. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Usually if I make a return somewhere, I either use it, I'll pay like a little piece on my credit card. Like, say I use my credit card to get gas or something, and then, you know, I use my return money to either, you know, pay a little thing off my credit card, or I put it in my savings. It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind thing. And if I sell something, say at like Uptown Cheapskate or Plato's Closet or Style Encore, I always throw that money in my savings because to me it's out of sight, out of mind. And so that's kind of like what I do. Or if I sell something, you know, whatever, if I get a little extra cash, it's going in my savings. And yes, Taylor is very much, oh my god, my eyebrows are not matching today. But I'm very mindful, thinking, okay, well, I just made $5, but you know what? That's going to add up to something bigger, and that means, you know, a piece of Taylor merch eventually, or seeing Taylor again eventually, whatever it may be. So that's kind of like what I say to myself, but no, I don't have a specific account for her. Next, somebody said, is YouTube your full-time job? No, it is not. This is truly, and I mean this 100%, my hobby. I have been documenting my life online since, 2013? I think it was 2013, right after the Red Tour. I uploaded my first video to Rachel Swifty, if you guys ever followed me on there. And I've always just loved documenting my life, and it is so much fun for me to go back and look at old videos of me and see what my room looked like, or something like that. Just what my room looked like, what was Taylor doing, what was something little that happened that I made a big, huge, deal out of. And that's just who I've always been. I've always been an excitable person. I've always loved talking about Taylor. And I've met so many of my friends online because of Taylor, and I wouldn't trade it for the absolute world, okay? When I'm gonna go off camera a little bit and look more at the mirror and do my eyeliner instead of the handheld, but I'm still gonna yap at you. So, but no, I do YouTube sincerely when I have time. It is really hard to make time sometimes. I will not lie at all, because I am very much like the consistent kind of person, and I know how I feel when one of my favorite YouTubers doesn't upload, but I know how I feel like when one of my favorite YouTubers doesn't upload, on their schedule, or if they've taken a break. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I missed that content. And so I try and be very consistent for myself, and it's also good for me to have like a routine. So that is why I am very consistent, but it is not my full-time job. Any money I make from YouTube goes right into my savings for my next Taylor venture, my next concert, or, just have in my savings. That is truly the truth. What I make on here is not livable at all. It's just my fun money, honestly. It is nice to have, a little extra money that comes in each month, but you know what? It is not my job, and I would not want it to be my 100% job, because I think I'm gonna say something maybe controversial, but Taylor has always been my hobby and my number one interest and, passion. And I think it is okay to, create and have her as your hobby. And if you make a little side extra cash, that's great. But I think when it becomes a full-time thing, I think some people have lost sight of, oh, Taylor is no longer my hobby, but she is a money grab. And I've seen that happen. And every little thing, you're rushing to make a video, and it's just, it ain't for me, chief. It won't ever personally be for me. And I've seen it happen and how it affects people and what it does. And no thank you. Like, Taylor will always be my hobby and not my income. That's all I have to say about that. But no, I make a couple extra dollars on YouTube, and the money I do, I put it right in my savings for, concerts and whatnot. Okay. Somebody said, what do you do for a job? So I am so blessed with my job. I work in the administrative realm. I'm not going to say exactly, what I do, because I do try and keep that private. But I am an administrative assistant, and I absolutely love what I do, and I love being so involved in all aspects of a company, because the position I am in, I am able to see all sides of it. I'm catching this side, but this side, and this upper chain, but this, lower chain. I catch all the little things, and I take pride in what I do, and I love the people I work with dearly. Like, they truly are family to me. I love them so much. Like, I get up with a smile on my face knowing that I get to work with them every day. They are the absolute best. We do have an office cat. I will tell you guys that, and I adore him. Every single time that I walk into work, he is just so ready to see me. He lays with me at my desk. He is a precious angel of a cat, okay? Like, I've never met a cat so affectionate and loving. I adore him, okay? So if you ever hear me talk about like another cat, like, oh, like I got this for both of my kitty friends, I am talking about Jasmine, but I'm also talking about our office cat. Okay, if you could spend an entire day with Taylor, what would you want to do? Honestly, I would love to have like a sit down meal with her. I think that would be so much fun because I know how much fun I have when I like sit and have dinner with my parents or Emma. Like Emma and I love to go out to eat and just yap. So I would love to like have a nice dinner with Taylor and take her somewhere like locally. I think that would be so much fun. But I more than anything would just love to like sit and like talk to her and just like tell her everything, if that makes sense. I would also, you know, I would love to like take her to the aquarium or the zoo or something just relative to where I live. I think that would be super fun. And just like have a day with her because I don't care if this is parasocial. Taylor has been in my life so long that I feel like if that were to happen, it would just feel like I was hanging out with my best friend. So there's that. Also, I need to get, note to self, Rachel, hey, when you're editing this, you need to get a new mascara. This one's not, I think she's like on her last leg. Okay. Will you do a full debut and reputation video now that Taylor owns them? Absolutely. I am absolutely planning that. Those take a long time because all my Taylor merch is in like different spots. Like my clothes are hanging up and then I have stuff, you know, on my book stand. So I try and make sure I grab every single piece, every single piece from the era. And that can be a little time consuming, but that's definitely on my roster. Abso-freaking-lutely is. Especially, I feel like I'm prioritizing debut a little more right now. Because I'm very much the type that associates Taylor's albums with times in the season. Like I feel like right now I'm listening to debut so much because it just seems like the type of weather. Like by the pool the other day, I just fully listened to debut top to bottom. And it was, God, I loved it. But yes, definitely to both of those. What do you think is next for Taylor? I think TS12 is coming. I would say maybe in the fall at this point. Or, you know, maybe late summer. I'm not sure. She can do whatever she wants. But I kind of think that July is going to be when we get some like new news from Taylor. I think right now she's kind of just like trying to soak up all her time that she can with her boyfriend, as she should. He goes to training camp in July, so that's kind of what like I'm thinking, okay, he's back, you know, in full swing, so she might go back to full swing. Also, she has a movie to direct, and I keep forgetting about this all the time. Emma said something the other night. What did she say? We were on FaceTime, and she was like, yeah, like, oh, she'll be doing this while, you know, she's... What were we talking about? I really don't remember. But she was like, yeah, like, she's gonna be directing a movie probably, like, next year. And I'm like, wait, damn. I keep forgetting that Taylor literally has, like, a movie that she's directing. So definitely that, and I keep forgetting about that. I definitely think we're gonna get something also for the 20th anniversary of her debut album, which is next October. So I think TS12, definitely. And I also still in the back of my head am thinking about a documentary, especially now that Taylor owns her masters. So before I thought maybe they were, you know, getting everything made from Vancouver and like the ending of Eras, but I kind of think that Taylor getting her masters back will be a part of the documentary now because the Eras tour made it possible for Taylor to buy her masters back. So I think that will be definitely like the happy ending of the documentary. So yeah, I'm thinking definitely a documentary still is in the works, on the horizon, whatever you'd like to say. but I think TS12 is definitely, I say without a doubt, but who knows with her. Guys, now I look like Mia Thermopolis. If I brush my hair, Mia Thermopolis, okay? But I'm just gonna put my hair in 2 braids today. It's too hot to leave it down. I love to style my hair and like wear it straight and like wear it down and curly, but it has been unbearably hot. So I have very much like just started putting my hair back in a clip and stuff. Okay. Cause look how thick my hair is, you guys. What do you do when you work out? I am very much a cardio girly. I have started working though, like I love to use like the pull down bar for my arm. 2 ponytail holders have been secured. I have to hide them sometimes because my cat will take them and I don't want her eating them because that would be a big fat vet bill. But anyways, so I love to do cardio. That makes me feel like so productive. I love to sweat. Like I love the feeling of sweating, and it just makes me feel like I'm productive, if that makes sense. I mostly use the elliptical. I also love to just take walks, but not when it's unbearably hot. I'm talking like 70s. I will be out taking a walk, but otherwise I will be in the gym. Yeah, so also these aren't the best braids, but I'm not necessarily trying too hard. What's your favorite Taylor song at the moment? I will tell you guys, I've been so fixated on Who's Afraid of Little Ol' Me this month. I've just been very, very, very fixated on it. But also with her debut album right now, I'm just very fixated on. I have been for years and years and years. I feel like debut is just overlooked and it will never be me. But somebody said, what is your least favorite Taylor song? This does not stand now, okay? But I used to not like Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. When it came out, like I would always listen to it. And I say that out this side of my mouth, but the other corner of my mouth, I'm gonna tell you, I used to put that song on and Taylor's vocals would absolutely like calm me. And I would listen to it as like I was getting ready to like wind down for the evening. I would put my headphones in and that would be one of the songs that I would put on. But I feel like it was one of those songs that I loved, but was never one of my favorites. And that is just not, like, I don't know what 2012 Rachel was doing with all that, because I love Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, and I love all of Taylor's songs. I stand by that. Like, I may skip one here and there just because like it's not like the mood or the vibe. Like, you know, if I'm driving down and having like a very like summery, windows open, sunroof open car ride, there's some songs like, you know, that I would skip, but that's just because like it wasn't the vibe at the time. But you'll catch me listening to it like 2 seconds later. So it's never because I don't like that song, because every single one of Taylor's songs means the world to me. And I'm not just saying that because I am up her behind. Okay. Oh, I'm also going to do collection videos for the TVs that we got, like Fearless Red, Rep in 1989. Did your views on the Eras Tour change after the Eras Tour? Post Eras, I had my realization that I was a bigger Folkmore stan than I thought I was. I love your videos. Thank you. No, I don't think that I did. I think it just gathered really an appreciation overall for when it came down to it. It was like, whoa, I cannot believe that we followed this for so long, that, you know, this was going on for so long. I don't think that I had like any realizations. I'm trying to think. No, I can't like think of anything off the top of my head. Oh my god, I love this question. I was wondering what song you ran back and listened to when she got her master's back. I immediately made a playlist called Fresh Out the Slammer on Apple Music, and it has all of Taylor's OG albums that were stolen, and then of course Lover through Tortured Poets, and then I put the vault tracks. And the first one that I listened to, this is gonna be actually kind of funny, was not one that she had just gotten back. It was Fresh Out the Slammer, because I just felt like it was just so justifiable to listen to. I was so excited. That was the one that just went up to a full blast on my car instantly, was Fresh Out the Slammer. But after that, I gravitated towards Fearless first. Specifically, You Belong With Me. I don't know. I know that's such a basic answer, but I just ran back to listening to OG Fearless because that's the album that made me a diehard Taylor Swift fan back in 2008. So to listen to Taylor's like vocals OG again was just so special. And so that is definitely the one that I went to. What's your favorite Sabrina Carpenter album and song? Thumbs will always have a very special place in my heart. I love Tornado Warnings as well. I feel like my favorite is still Evolution. I've loved Sabrina for years, and I feel like Evolution just still is the #1 girly for me. Random question, but have you seen Wicked? I did not see Wicked, and I just never had the opportunity to go, and I don't know. I would love to see. I think it was the timing of the year it came out, but I would love to see Wicked. That's definitely on my list to watch. Would you rather get the 22 hat or get Dancing with Our Hands Tied as a surprise song? Get the 22 hat. Do you think Taylor's merch is too expensive? It's definitely gone up. It's definitely gone up, but so is everybody else's merch. So is everybody else's merch. I was like, what am I reading at Post Malone for a t-shirt? Everybody's merch has gone up. It's just the time that we're in, unfortunately. Who do you watch on YouTube? Let me answer this. This will be the final question. I have loved watching Ryan Trahan. I have loved Ryan Trahan ever since, like, before him and Haley were even dating and together. He is just so creative. I love his 1-star reviews, and he tries to debunk, you know, the things people have left on reviews and leave a 5-star review. I love him so much. He's done it in restaurants, hotels, across the country, you know, flying planes, trains, anything that you can imagine he has done, and I think it's so freaking cool what he does. But right now, he and his wife Haley are on a 50 days in 50 states challenge, and they are going to like the coolest Airbnb in each state. And when I tell you guys, that is my nightly routine to sit down and watch them. I love it so much, and he makes it so much fun. He's doing it for St. Jude. He makes it so much fun because there's different challenges. Like, he does this thing called the Wheel of Doom. If a certain amount is raised, then him and Haley have to do like kind of like a challenge. Like, really early on, they had to put their phones on airplane mode to get to the next Airbnb. And so that was really cool that they had to do that without like their phones. They had to navigate through a map. He's just really awesome. He's definitely my favorite. I love Jules and Saad, and then Maddie and Antonio. Those are really the ones that I watch the very most. They're like my absolute favorites. But yeah, you guys. All right, you guys, so I had so much fun answering some questions for you guys. Hopefully I got to your burning questions, but if I didn't, if you have any more, feel free to drop them down below. I'm sure this will not be the very last Q&A because I am a qualified and certified yapper. Okay, I can yap for hours, so I definitely feel another Q&A on the horizon. But I love you guys so much. Also, if you guys want to leave video requests down below, I would absolutely love that. So yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here, and I hope this video entertained you in some way, and I sincerely hope I see you yes you in the next one. Also, I'm literally about to go watch Ryan Trahan's new video because apparently they got over $1 million raised for St. Jude, and I'm so excited to see that episode. So I'm gonna go do that. I love you guys. I will see you, yes you, in the next one. Bye guys.